Hey, how's it going? Oy. I suppose you came down here to talk to us. Through the gate?
You have keys for it or what?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't answer questions. I'm tired. Pretty good, how are you?
Good. So how'd you get in there?
The gate was open.
We've talked to you before. You're not supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I've talked to you, yeah. Actually, I can be in here.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been there with the Azusa PD and
yeah.
Sergeant Sandoval came out here, told me I was absolutely right. So Sergeant Sears as well. The Article 1, Section 25 of the California Constitution.
We already looked at
Okay,
that.
how am I wrong?
This is trespassing. You are trespassing.
I know, have you read the 555?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. There's an 555.5 gives exemptions, and 555.5 says that there's a constitutional conflict that it's not in effect for that. It's in effect in all other places, meaning if I was in here doing anything else but fishing, meaning that I could be in here for fishing.
No. You are trespassing on LA County property.
This is owned by the county, right?
This is county property. This is
So
not
it's-
my property. I'm going to ask you to leave.
Yeah.
You need to go now.
Well, it's my right to fish here. Are you going to deny me my right?
This is LA County property.
I know this is state. It's owned by the state, by the county, which is owned by the state.
county.
Yeah,
The
correct.
county is not owned by the state.
It's public. It's public land.
This is not public land.
How is it not public land if it's owned by the county?
This is trespassing.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying, do you know of any exemptions to trespassing?
All I'm telling you is what you're not supposed to be here.
But you're not going to argue.
I am.
I know.
We do one side of it, you do the other. That's what you
No, I mean it's not what I want, but I mean I would like my rights respected. I mean that's all I really, going for
We're
here.
doing our part. Keep going to your part. Your part has to be done in court. Your part won't be argued with us, because with the county.
I mean, but I mean, if you trespass me out of here, you're denying me exemptions which are guaranteed to me by the Constitution.
We don't argue on it, because we're not.
I understand that,
All
but
we can do is enforce the law, and we're going to enforce the law.
well, I mean, look, you guys have a qualified immunity which protects you most of the time, except for in these cases where you violate people's constitutional rights.
Then that can be settled in court. Again, if you don't.
Indeed, it can.
This isn't a court. We're not here as a court.
I understand.
Okay? Then we're asking you to leave. We're not trying to do this and that.
I know. I'm not trying to say you guys.
We have a job to do. We're going to give you a break. And then next time, you can argue in court. We don't argue on it.
I know, but I mean, I shouldn't have to go ask permission to exercise my rights. You know what I'm saying? It's not a right if I have to ask permission to do so.
You know, but again, you're on one side, you're on the other. This is we're talking. If someone breaks into our house,
That's
we're
private
not-
property,
we're not
of
gonna
course.
argue at that point. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You can argue that you can do this because of A, B, and C, but that's not the time to argue. The time to argue is in court. You understand that?
Yeah, but I mean, if you were to give me a ticket, that you're already violating my rights, and
We're
then
giving you a ticket saying.
if you're forcing me to leave, it is.
We're not taking it physically, taking it to jail. We'll give you a ticket.
I mean, I had two. You can check it out on YouTube. I had two sergeants out here who both came out here because the Officer Placentia. We were having this conversation here. I asked for the supervisor. Two of them came out and told me I was absolutely right. When are we going to leave?
But see that city? This isn't city property.
They don't care.
I mean,
They'll tell you whatever
They've come out here like 3 or 4 times for us.
I don't know why.
I guess that's who they call when the people call.
Well, like I said, we're not trying to make any kind of conflict. And I know that, I mean, the biggest thing here is this is like a homeland security thing.
Yeah, because of the water.
Drinking water, yeah, exactly.
I actually think the drinking water is in the
Well,
thing.
this water goes up into these little tanks here.
Mm.
This is all, we've talked to the people that are in charge of this stuff.
Yeah, the water company guy. I know him. Yeah.
So, I mean, and trust me, I get it. Fishing and all that kind of stuff. I'm a fisherman.
No, but I mean, it's a constitutional right. I
I'm not even
mean,
going to that part right now. What I'm saying is that we're law enforcement,
I understand.
okay? And this is an area that we enforce laws,
Indeed.
okay? I mean,
You also took an oath to the Constitution, right?
it is, but you know what? It's funny because the last time we made contact with you, I tried
Oh,
to
was
figure
you?
out-
Yeah. Did you cut your hair or something? I'm sorry.
I actually grew
I
out.
didn't recognize you.
So, you know, I mean, I get it.
I recognize him.
So, you know, as far as like, you know, there's public places that you can go to where you gotta pay fees, you gotta have a fishing
That's what's
license.
great about here. You don't have to.
And this is probably the best fishing you'll ever see anywhere in the United States with freshwater. I understand. So, I don't know if we can call it. Actually, then to see a car in here,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can't make it a crime for me to come in here, then I mean,
it is a crime to be in.
it says that.
Especially since
I mean, did you read it?
Since we've already
Yeah.
told you and we've warned you about
Yeah.
it,
Oh, I totally understand that part.
now it's become an issue.
I took a class in administration of justice in high school, and my thing was.
I've been a cop for 20 years.
No, our group had trespassing was our law. We had to present to the class, and I know that you have to be verbally warned, and that's why you take your
unless,
IDs.
unless it's already posted.
Yeah. Well,
It is posted.
even if it's posted, you have to be given a warning once.
You can, if you want to chance it,
Yeah. I mean, you could cite them, but then they would get it in court. I get it.
if you want to spend the time doing it.
No, I don't. I mean, I got a job and everything, just like everybody else.
No, and that's our job. This is our job.
And I'm not trying to be difficult. I just would like
No,
to.
and I get that.
Would like to be able to, you know, if it's my right to do so. And I mean, oh, I got one. I mean, like, yeah, I'd like to come here with my son and enjoy ourselves. And
I'm not against
Yeah.
that. I get that. But, I mean, we're on two different areas here.
I mean, I wish I had more time today, but was it I mean, if you could talk to your sergeant, I mean,
Sergeant's gonna say the same thing. If I call him down here, you can tell me to cite you.
did you guys get a chance to look it up or?
Oh man, trust me, I was doing some research.
Okay, how does it not apply then? I'm not trying to be
I'm
smart.
telling you what
Yeah.
I'm saying is
Yeah.
I did not find anything that was going based on what you were saying.
Yeah.
Trust me, I was like, hey, you know what? If I learned something,
Yeah.
then cool. But I mean,
Where am I?
maybe this is something. I mean, so that you don't have any conflict. If you're indeed right,
Oh, trust me, if
Then
the
you
PD
need
wanted
to
to
be
know me
holding
so
on
bad
to
they
it.
could taste it. They had hard on for me like Uncle Milty style.
okay, we have reasonable cause to detain,
Yeah.
probable cause to arrest. You understand that?
Yeah,
So
if
it's
I were
prob-
breaking the law, right?
But you are.
Yeah. We're on two different platforms. Because the signs say, LA County, trespassing, you're here, you're trespassing. That's black and white.
I mean, look, 555.5, like I was telling you, it doesn't make sense chronologically. You know the laws. I mean, they'll state a law, and then subsequently will be exemptions to it, right? That fits where it should be, right? 555.5 would be exemptions to 555, correct? It should sound about right.
But there's trespassing on LA County property.
But I mean, it tells you
Whether you're fishing
stipulations of 555
or not. What are those stipulations?
that
You tell me.
if there's a constitutional conflict, it does not apply. 555 doesn't apply.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be on there like that.
No, it is. I mean, my son's phone. I could look it up. I mean, it says where there's a constitutional conflict, but it's still enforced in all other aspects. Basically, if I'm not fishing, or if I don't have a constitutional reason or lawful purpose to be there, then of course I'm susceptible to 555.
It doesn't make sense because
All trespassing
going
has
into somebody's
some sort of
house. Or into somebody's yard.
That's private property.
This is private property. And it's posted private property.
It's county property.
It's county property. It's
Yeah.
owned by the county.
Yes.
It's not public
You're the
use.
owner of your
But it was owned by the county, which is owned by the people, right?
No, it's not.
Who owns the county?
The county owns the county.
The
It's
people
the
make
county.
up the county, right?
Well, you pay taxes.
Yes, of course. But
So
that,
are you saying I'm your property?
No.
Because you pay taxes?
well, you're a public servant, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. Well, there
doing
you
my
go.
job.
You're a public servant because the people pay for your salary. I'm not trying to sound like that, but I mean, that's the whole purpose. This is state land. It's owned.
County land,
Yes, but this.
not state home.
Okay, it's owned by the public. It is owned by
But it's not owned by
the county. Is the public. The state is the public.
Then what you're saying is you can go anywhere in the state of California.
No, not anywhere. Like I can't go behind the counter at the sheriff's station unless I've been asked to come back there. Correct?
I pay taxes to the state of California for my house, right?
Yes.
You pay taxes to the state of California for your property, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's the same exact thing. That means you go onto my property all the time because you pay taxes.
Well, no, not your property, not private property.
Anywhere in the state of California, you pay state California tax, right?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you can go anywhere in the state of California because you pay taxes. You're a tax-paying person, right?
Not anywhere in the state of California.
Well,
Not on
just
private property.
Just like you pay taxes in LA County, doesn't give you the right to come on LA County property. You just said it yourself. You can't walk behind the sheriff's station thing like that. You can't just get.
However, if I work there or if I have a lawful purpose to be there, you call me back there for interrogation or something,
So if we
then
call
then
you
that's
down-
okay, right?
if we call you down
This is
there,
one of those. No, this is one of those situations where I was reading about this. Like on a job site, if there's a union inspector that comes down, the property owner may not want him there. It may ask to have him trespass, but he has a lawful purpose to be there. He has a job to do. There is exceptions to even private property.
Now you're going off to the right because now you're saying.
I mean, trust me, I knew this was going to happen, and I do as much reading. I mean, you guys' scope is huge. You guys have all kinds of laws you have to know something about. You know, mine's pretty narrow. I just gotta focus on one. I read all about it, and I'm not a lawyer. I admit that, but some of it's pretty easy to understand, and it doesn't get any simpler than they can't make it a law.
555 PC, no trespassing. So you're right. It's simple on both of our sides. This isn't the place to argue it.
Yeah.
That's court.
I'm not trying to argue with you guys. I mean, I really.
Just like on the ticket, you read the ticket. You got no ticket. You read right below that box where you sign.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, when the Sergeant Sandoval told us we could come back or that we were okay to fish, right? He pulls up behind my car, and since he was cool to us, I was like, you know what, hey, I'll be cool with him. I'm not gonna make him back all the way around, Right. So I said, we'll just leave. As soon as I got onto the street, he pulls me over and gives me 2 fix-it tickets for my car. And I'm like, you chickens. I said, really, Sandoval? Was it really we're doing this? Just because you were wrong, I'm sorry. That you were wrong, and I didn't mean to. I wasn't being a smart ass with him or anything like that. Like I do with you guys. And he told us we were fine, but I guess what he was doing was running my plates and stuff. I thought he was just trying to get around my car, but yeah, I mean, it was really. And then just last week, Sergeant Sears came. He was there the first time too, and I told him he didn't look like he was into it when Sandoval pulled me over. Like I even told him, I think you're a good guy, but I don't think you're into this one. He said thank you, but he saw us over here and he just said he's got to lock the gate and he doesn't want to lock our car in here. So and we just parked outside, and then he said, "You guys want to come back in?" I said, "No, we're just gonna catch some lizards and go." But I mean, like I had them bring out both their sergeants. They came out. They just checked our fishing licenses and said, "Okay, that's all we." I mean, if I went through two sergeants,
I believe that you have fishing license.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
I know.
What we're trying to tell you is you need to stop coming over here or something. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me. I mean, look, I went through two sergeants. Trust me, I think if I was wrong about this, they would have definitely. If he gave me those 2 fix-it tickets for just out of spite, they were looking for anything they could to nail me. I know he was. That's why he was trying to run my plates, and it's pretty pain. You said you read it, right? I mean, it's.
No, that's the thing. I did some research looking for it,
Yeah.
and I didn't find anything on it.
Oh, you didn't find Article 1, Section 25?
Yeah.
The California Constitution?
I didn't see anything in there about you being okay to come in and trespassing.
Oh man, I gotta stop my video for this now. Damn it.